Hey guys, what's up? It's Rush from RC Sharks, and today we'll be doing an unboxing of the Vaterra Kalahari. It's a 1/14 scale. Basically, it's a rally car. We call it a Desert Raider. So let's see what comes on the outside of the box. So first we have some basic information about it. Just on the front of the box to see. It is a ready-to-run vehicle, waterproof. Claim speeds of 45 miles an hour, and it comes with a 2.4 gigahertz radio supplied by Spectrum. The 45 miles per hour, that's going to happen with the 3S LiPo. So, on the outside, it gives you a view of the vehicle. So you can see that it's basically a buggy setup, a rally car setup, independent suspension, 4-wheel drive, a brushless 4500 kV system in there by Dynamite, and yeah, so we also have some Spectrum stuff in there. We have a Spectrum receiver, and we have included 7.2 volt nickel metal hydride battery. So I'm just going to show you some of the stuff on the bottom. So it says there's some nice scale detail in this vehicle. The body is painted up very nicely. There is basically a shroud that goes under the body to protect it from dust and to help out with some of the waterproofing. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It comes with a little driver figure in there, and this is kind of like the Pro line underbody. We have 4-wheel independent suspension, and this, which I'm really excited about, which is the 4500 kV 380 size motor. This vehicle is actually on sale on A-Main Black Friday, $99, down from the $289. So around the box, and it's a very nice design box. On the back, you got some action footage here. On the side, Horizon Hobby. So let's dig into this box. So just got the seal on the back. First thing out of the box is another box. So inside this box, we have DX2L radio. This is exactly like the one that I got in my low C SCT Nitro. It even has the 3rd channel momentary switch for the Ross system. They didn't even take it out. Really basic radio. Has some nice stuff on the top. So have a look at that right there. And overall, it's a really nicely designed radio. Also in this box, this again, another box. The packaging on this Vaterra line of products from Horizon is really nice. Probably the nicest I've ever seen. So, inside this other box, go open it up, you're going to find the included battery. Nothing special, but it's a 1200 milliamp hour nickel metal pack with a EC3 connector on the end. $1,800. On the bottom it actually says that it's made for receiver packs. But yeah, so that's just to get you started. 2 sets of AA's for your transmitter. Some other spare parts here. Basically, we have some shock adjustment clips 2 spare gears, hex wrench, some Allen wrenches, turnbuckle wrench, stuff like that. Yet another box. So slice into that. And we have the included charger. It's a dynamite unit suitable for nickel metal hydride packs with an EC3 on the end. Yeah, it's a 10 watt charger, 1 amp. So this is going to take 1.2 hours to charge. But it is nice that they include something, right? And here's the cable to go with it. So now it's time to check out what else comes in the box. Honestly, that looks really good. Yeah, so we have an instruction manual. From what I could tell, like, Vaterra has actually spent quite a bit of time on their instruction manual. They've done a good job on it, so I'd recommend reading through that. Here's the car. It's secured on the bottom with some zip ties, so we're gonna have to get this out. This suspension setup out of the box feels okay. Definitely underdampened in the front, and the rear feels undersprung. So it's not bad. Shouldn't be too bad. But get the body off. And this body actually looks really nice. I like the color scheme and the dimensions. It also feels quite thick, so that's good. And here's the under tray that was previously mentioned. We have full independent suspension and this beautiful under tray. So let's take a look at what comes under the under tray. So it's actually velcroed on there, so that's cool. Nice touch. Right. And here's the vehicle. Wow. These tires are not that good. Their compound is very hard. So yeah. So this is the vehicle. And stay tuned for some more footage of it. Let me just go through a quick overview of it. So after taking this vehicle out of the box, we're going to show you what actually comes with the Kalahari stock. Now, you get this rally car style body. You know, it looks like a desert buggy, something like that. And that's what it's meant to be. The proportions of the body are kind of weird. You can see it's a very wide body, but it's not so long. So, a little bit weird, but that's what it is. The tires, I mean the rims, they look really sharp, so those look awesome. Taking the body off, the body is actually made of a nice material, nice and thick. You have this shroud under, and it's held on by Velcro. So you just pull that off, nice and easy. Now, here we can see something a little bit more traditional, which is kind of like an 8th scale, or sorry, 14th scale buggy or a 14th scale rally car. So, starting off with the drivetrain, we have dual gear differentials, front and rear, of course. We have metal drive shafts, which are really nice to have. As you can see, metal drive shafts. Initially, I thought that they were constant velocity shafts, but it turns out that they're just dog bones. But you know, on a vehicle of this price point, really, it's not a bad thing. And to have the metal instead of the Traxxas style plastic drive shafts, it's a pretty good system. So we have that. The center drive shaft is again metal, and it has an adjustable slipper clutch, which is really easy to reach. It's right on top, and you just adjust it using the nut driver that comes with it. So again, with drivetrain, we have the Fuse 4500 kV motor, which is right there, 4500 kV. And the way that you adjust the gear mesh and change out the motor pinion is very simple. So that's a nice system. Overall, like, the Kalahari has a really nice feel to it. It is made by Horizon Hobbies, so you know that probably explains a little bit. Horizon is known for making very good products. You know, not to say that all of them are perfect, but this one is definitely feeling good, especially with the price point. Again, I got this for $99 on sale at A-Main. Original price was $289, so very good savings. And I believe even after Black Friday, it's still only $139, so still a great price. So the electronics is, you got a 4500 kV motor, as I showed you before, and this Dynamite Fuse. It's a mini brushless speed controller. It's pretty nice. And for your servo, initially I thought it was a standard size servo, but it's actually a mini size servo. But that's pretty good, you know. On the Traxxas 16 scale vehicles, you got the micro size servo, which basically is crap and it strips out really easily. But on this one, you got something pretty decent. Suspension, you got plastic bodied shocks, and they do work pretty well. The only thing I would have to say about them is the out of the box setup is not the best. In the front, it seems under dampened, so you can see that it's really springy. Okay, and in the rear, it seems undersprung, so it just hits the chassis on the ground straight away. Yeah, and these tires are, like, the compound is really bad. Like, I don't even know what they were thinking. The tread design is not bad, but the compound is not good. So as far as adjustability goes, you don't really have much. You got two positions for your shocks on the bottom. On the top, it's just one position. That goes for the front and the rear. Same thing in the rear. And also, you know, you gotta adjust the shock collars. So you gotta adjust the ride height or preload using the shock spacers or the collars instead of, you know, there's no threadable collar on the shock, so that's gonna be a little bit more difficult. And all the links are solid plastic. Solid plastic. There's no adjustable turnbuckle where you can adjust your camber, your toe, any of that. In the rear, it looks like we have a little bit of negative camber dialed in from the factory, right? And in the front, it looks pretty normal to me. So yeah, that's the out of the box of the Kalahari, and look forward to some running videos soon. Thanks for watching.